everyone. Today I want to talk with you about thoughts. Thoughts are something that take up very little space in this world, but actually impact us significantly. And I want to talk about how important they are because thoughts actually end up becoming how we live and determine what we do and ultimately affect our identity. Scripture tells us that as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. And so thoughts are really important, and important to think about the truth when we are understanding how important thoughts are. So you might say, well, that's all good and fine, Eliza, but what if the truth is not so good? Like, what if the truth is I really messed up here, or I failed in this area, or I sinned, and I can't change that truth, and I can't stop thinking about it? So here's what I want to encourage you today is, yes, that's true, but what else is true? And this is where thoughts become very important. The thoughts that we tell ourselves are actually significant in how we think about who we really are. And if we're only telling ourselves the negative things, we're missing a very important part of telling ourselves the truth. And so one exercise that I do with people, I heard it from somewhere, and I can't even remember who to give credit to, but the acronym AWE is helpful, and it simply stands for and what else. So yes, I sinned. Yes, I fell in this area. Yes, I made these mistakes that I wish I hadn't done. Or yes, this happened to me. But what else is true? And what else? And whatever you think about on the other side of that, let it be directed and geared towards the Lord, towards His truth. God is a forgiving God. God can take the brokenness of our life and redeem it. He takes ashes and turns them into beauty. So think about the and what else. In the midst of my struggle and in the midst of my sin, God is faithful and offers forgiveness. That's the and what else. Or in the midst of my hard situation or my suffering, God is an ever-present help in troubled times. And I've seen Him show up in these specific ways. That's the and what else. And I would encourage you to actually make a list when you are caught up in kind of negative thinking or dark thinking or difficult thinking. Force yourself to take some time and write down the letters AWE. And what else? And list whatever it is that comes to mind that points you back to the Lord. And what you will find, hopefully, is that acronym AWE actually puts us in a disposition of awe before God, recognizing just how good He is to us and how faithful He is. And so I want to encourage you to challenge those negative thoughts with the truth of who God is and what He has promised to you. And here's a passage that actually encourages us to do that. It's Philippians 4. It says, "Finally, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is anything that is excellent, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things." And listen to this last verse, because we often go there and know that we're supposed to think about those things. But then it says, "And what you have seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you." It takes practice to change your thoughts. So I leave you with that, and I would encourage you to do this as an exercise the next time you find yourself spiraling down into negative thinking.